Hey, my guest came highly recommended to me and is the founder and creator and director of Style Sanctum. She hails from the great state of North Kakalaka. Y'all don't know about that. Got to be in the service to call it that. Please put your hands together, the 1,500 people that are here, for Miss Nicole Sinclair in the house. Welcome to the show, Nicole.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
It is most a pleasure up on there. And I want to give shout out and kudos for Miss Trisha Teague, Lady Teague, for putting us together and connecting the dots.
Yes, thank you, Miss Trisha. She's a wonderful, wonderful person.
She is. Shout out to her. We grilled her when we had her on the show a year ago. Boy, we grilled her. What the fuck ain't nothing? Anyway, I won't get started on her. Okay, so your company provides a camp-like environment for to help them learn about the fashion industry.
Yes.
How was this idea formed?
I was a wardrobe stylist in my former life, and during my career, I had a lot of moms who knew that I'd attended Parsons School of Design approach me about advice for getting their daughters interested in the fashion industry. And I mentored a couple of younger girls and older girls, but it was very hard to teach them the steps. They couldn't visualize all the steps that are involved in the fashion industry. And so I opened the studio to give them a realistic look at the fashion industry.
Yeah, that's just top notch. And you said Parsons School of Design. Isn't that Tim Guns?
Yeah.
Y'all didn't think I knew that, did you? I'm diverse.
Hey,
get around.
That's awesome.
What ages of kids do you typically work with?
Our sweet spot is between 8 and 12.
8 and 12? Yeah, I got a bunch of those. So also, I know, right? Do you tend to get more girls than boys? I would think, but that's not necessarily true, so I'm going to let you tell me.
We did a program in conjunction with the YMCA, and through that program we had a bunch of boys. But more often than not, they're girls.
Mm-hmm. Guys make the best fashion gurus. I'm just saying.
Well, guys have a tendency to think a little bit more creatively and imaginatively. That's true. I think girls do tend to struggle in that area based on what we've seen in the studio.
No, I always say I'm being facetious. I think the women, what they do is they have great ideas, but you know how y'all change your mind like 600 times? So they're like all in this, they're all on the table. They never go to print because you're like, nope, let me try it again. And I'm totally joking for all the women who listen. We have a 70% listenership that's women, and I am joking, I promise. No, all right, so back to serious questions. The fashion industry has certainly been revitalized, I've seen, with hit shows like Project One Way and Tim Gunn's Guide to Style. Do you find this has helped what you're doing and that you find that you created this really nice little niche because of the awareness?
I think it has helped, and it has also been a hindrance. Yes, it helped because when I first started out, I left Parsons in 1995, so that was way before Project One Way. Right. No one knew what Parsons was. So it did bring notoriety to Parsons, so now everybody understands what Parsons is. But the girls get very adamant and freaked out when they come into the studio and they realize that it takes a week during camp to bring a simple skirt from the concept in your mind to reality, and not 15 minutes as it takes Project One Way.
Gotcha. You know what? That's a great point because TV can mislead so many people, even adults.
Yes.
Not just the kiddies.
Yes.
So what is it about fashion that you love?
The thing that I love about fashion is bringing forth your point of view. That was stressed a lot at Parsons. It's bringing about what you think fashion is, the problems that you think you can solve through fashion, and about being your authentic self. So whoever you are on the inside, you're very much encouraged to show that on the outside. And that was the one thing that really attracted me to the fashion industry.
Well, who were some of the people that motivated you in the industry that are either, you know, like Edith, what's Edith's name? Fashion, she was like a stylist for Hollywood. Either, yeah, you know, maybe it's going back that far, or maybe somebody that's current that's, you know, said was the influence on not necessarily who you would be, but maybe your style was jealous for the industry.
My mentor in the industry was a person by the name of Lillian Wang. She's now Lillian Wang von Stockenberg, and she now lives in London with her husband. But she was the creative director at Berger Goodman when I did my internship back then and there. And
nice place to do an internship.
Thank you.
Get a lot of bags?
Yes, I have a lot of bags, and we did receive a discount. And it did also elevate my love of luxury, but that's
so discounted down to $10,000 per bag. Gotcha.
$10,000. Actually, Kate Spade just introduced her bag line when I was at Bergdorf, and it was around back then about $200 for a Kate Spade bag.
That's crazy.
Way back in the day. So, but Lillian was very down to earth. She was very driven, and she dressed very, very well, and she was definitely an impact on my life. For that.